Commissioner Ford.
May I have your attention, please, all rise. Lawrence County Municipal Court's now in session. The Honorable Donald R. Campbell presiding. All those having business before the court draw nigh, and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. We have reviews to do first, and those people should be in the courtroom. And come up to the table to the right when your name's called, so we'll review your file to see what progress you're making on your things you were ordered to do. Oh, and before I start that, anybody that's got community service that they still owe, we've got some events coming up where we're going to give double credit. And I guess if you have done all your community service and you want to work on your file, we'll give you double credit on those days too. So March 23rd will be here. Well, all these you'll report here, but the project will be here, something going on here at the court. We need help, so we want to get as many people out as possible. March 23rd, April 29th is, that's the solid waste at the fairgrounds. They're doing a project there, but you'll report here and we'll take you to the fairgrounds. May the 6th is Union Township Cleanup Day. So those 3 days, April 23rd, April 29th, May 6th, you can get double credit for working those days. Call the reviews.
Tiana Creekmore, Bryce McMillan, Gary Munyon, Richard Snodgrass, Jennifer Stapleton.
Tiana Creekmore, and call force case number 2015-34. She has not appeared 7 days before lunch is up. Bryce McMillan is at New Life Recovery. And you got a job now, is that still in effect? And
Yes, sir.
How's that working out?
Oh, it's pretty good. I did the recovery to work program. I'm as of right now a trainee for them, so it's going pretty well, Your Honor.
But they are paying you, right, for that?
Yes, sir.
For the work you've done? Yeah, very good. Okay, you got a good report?
I have a payment today,
How much are you gonna pay?
50.
Okay. Now, as far as your work schedule, does it matter if you're reviewed on Monday or Friday? It's one day better than the other, I guess, is what I'm asking.
I prefer Friday.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to make it April 21st. April 23rd, 21st, April 21st at 9 a.m. will be your next day.
Thank you.
See the clerk and make your payment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gary Munyon, 21-183.
Your Honor, Mr. Munyon was over to do some community service. He has not turned any in, but he did tell me that he has been at the dog pound, and his letter reflects that he's done community service, so I told him he just needed to get me proof of it.
Okay. All right, it's a good report from Lawrence County Recovery. Get us something in from the dog pound showing your hours.
Okay.
And I'll set your next hearing for April 24th. Okay. Good work. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Richard Snodgrass. 17,892. Are you still at OVP? What's
Yeah.
going on there?
I stopped there this morning to get another progress report. but she wasn't in until 10 o'clock today, so.
Okay. All right.
And I got a payment, $30.
Who were you gonna see, Ms. DeMint? Ms. DeMint, was that who you were gonna see at OVP to get the report, or who you get it?
Nah, Marissa.
I'm gonna go ahead and tack. I've got a person that usually gets us the reports.
That's the outpatient in Huntington.
Yeah,
Okay.
she can get them for the outpatient too.
All right.
Okay, you've had some good reports several months in a row, so I'm going to assume this one will be good too.
Yep.
I'll set your next hearing for April the 14th, 9 o'clock. Jennifer Stapleton, not here. There will be a warrant issued in 7 days if she hasn't appeared. Okay.
So Eric, it was Snodgrass and she never returned text message.
Okay, I just texted her too.
Danielle Wilbur, Melanie Yap, Michelle Carrico, Keith Schonger, and Brittany Watkins.
Danielle Wilbur.
Michelle Carrico.
Danielle Wilbur has been called for. She still has community service to do. She's done everything else.
Your Honor, she was, if I may, she was ordered on the 10th, February 10th to have her community service done.
And she hasn't appeared, so it'll be a warrant in 7 days. Melanie Yap. Okay. I told her if she got a completion letter, she didn't have to come back. Is there,
Your Honor, she completed February 9th.
okay, very good. Can you get us a letter to that effect?
Yes, sir.
So her case, I'm gonna mark as completed. That's all she had left to do. Nope. She doesn't need another hearing date. Michelle Carrico, 2213. How are you, Ms. Carrico?
All right.
Are you still at OVP? What's going on with you there?
Yes, this past month I've had a lot of problems with family and dealing with my psych medicine, and it's hard for me to get up in the mornings. But if you give me this next month, I can prove to you that I want my recovery, and I'm going to do double groups at OVP. I've been there this morning already.
Okay, and what did they tell you?
I have an appointment at 1 o'clock for my Suboxone.
Can you pay anything on your fines today?
No, I can pay you $20 Friday, if that's okay.
Okay, I'll set your next hearing for April the 17th, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Keith Schonger,
Yes, Your Honor.
222438 is the case number. Okay, you paid your fines off here recently, it looks like, today.
Yes.
You got, what about the 3-day school? Have you done that?
No, I am going in this Thursday. I had it
Oh, you got it
rescheduled.
set up.
I had it rescheduled on me 3 times.
Okay. So it's this weekend?
Yes, this Thursday to Sunday.
And then you got your community service to do, and then you'll be finished.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's try to get that done. I'll set your next hearing. May the 12th. That gives you plenty of time.
Understood.
That gives you all, you've got this access to these 3 dates that are double days, so you can use some of those to get,
The first date, was it March 23rd or April
March
23rd?
23rd.
March 23rd, thank you.
and April 29th and May the 6th.
Yes,
Those
and
are
what-
the double days.
And when is my next hearing date?
May 12th.
Thank you.
Get it finished by then, you don't have to come back.
Understood. Thank you.
3 days. Brittany Watkins. Brittany Watkins was on OBI, driving under an OBI suspension. She hasn't appeared, she hasn't done anything on her case, so she gets a warrant. Okay, that finishes reviews. We're going to start arraignments next. That is the new cases, or if you missed a hearing on an old case, you're going to be called with the arraignments. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, and I will read the charge to you, or what as the reason you're here, explain that and the possible penalties. If you're asked for a plea, the safest plea you can enter is not guilty. If you choose to enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving the rights you have as a defendant, and I'm going to explain what those rights are, so make sure you understand that. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything or confess anything, but if you do confess something or admit something when you're called before the court, this is all on the record. It could be used against you if you say something that indicates you're guilty. The state can use that against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are the rights that all defendants have. If you enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving those rights. You shouldn't do that lightly. If you don't understand what's happening, if you're confused, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial, you need to enter a not guilty plea when you're asked for a plea. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Morgan T. Lake, case number TRC 23-240 A and B. Case number 23-240 A and B, TRC. Morgan Lake.
Are you Morgan Lake? Ms. Lake, it's alleged that on March the 9th at 1:24 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of either alcohol or drugs or a combination of those things. It's alleged this would be the first conviction if you are convicted. On the first offense, the maximum penalty you face is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. There is a minimum penalty on this, which, well, most charges don't have a minimum. This one has a minimum that I can't go below if you're found guilty. That's 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. That's the least you can get if you're found guilty or if you plead guilty. You're also charged with driving outside your lane. That's a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is $150 fine. There's no jail time on that. Do you understand the 2 charges? Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
If I be appointed to a lawyer,
Okay, we'll enter a not guilty plea for you. Do you have a job?
no, I'm a stay-at-home mom.
You have no income?
No,
What about in your household? Is there income in your household?
yes, I stay with my friend Jessica.
Okay. You're not married or,
No,
okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel then. I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. We'll get Mr. Steyer in the courtroom. He is here today. Mr. Steyer, this is Morgan Lake. It's a first offense, OVI charge. There's no test, it doesn't look like. No urine or breath test. She can sign a $1,000 signature bond. What's your schedule, latter part of this month or 1st of April?
I'm here the 27th or 31st. I've got a jury trial beginning of April. So I'm here the 7th and the 10th.
Let's do the 27th, March 27th. March 27 will be the next hearing back here in this court at 10 a.m. on March 27th for a pre-trial.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to get your file. Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Larry E. Pierce, case number TRD 22-894, A and B.
Answer, you're Larry Pierce?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pierce, it's alleged April 7th of 2022, so this case is almost a year old. At 2:36 p.m. in Union Township, you were driving without a driver's license. That's unclassified misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 500 hours community service and a $1,000 fine. And not wearing a safety belt. That is a minor misdemeanor. The mandatory penalty for that is a $30 fine if you're found guilty. Do you understand the two charges?
Yes, sir.
And neither one of these are jailable offenses. And this got apparently transferred to this court, the criminal court, because it's alleged you failed to appear at your initial arraignment.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about the charges against you and your rights?
No, I pretty well understand.
Okay. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Guilty plea means you're admitting it's true and you waive your rights to have a trial and have a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your guilty plea. I've got a report from the officer, which is a trooper bar from the Ohio State Highway Patrol, writes this. Defendant was west on 403. Speed was checked by laser at 49, 50, 49 in a 40 zone. He was also observed not wearing a safety belt. He stated he thought the speed limit was 45, and he had agreed that he didn't have a safety belt on. His driver's license check showed suspended. He actually charged with no operator's license, which is better for you. There's no points on that versus driving under suspension. Do you have any explanation or statement you want to make?
Really, I'm guilty. It is what it is.
Have you got your license reinstated?
No, I have not due to this.
Okay.
Once I get this taken care of, as of right now, I can't work because I don't have a license. I travel with a couple of different country music singers, and I drive their merchandise and manage them, so I can't go back to work until I get this taken care of.
All right, and it looks like did you get arrested on this and have to post a bond at
Yes.
some point? Okay, so that was a penalty for not showing up. So, on the no operator's license, I'll post a $200 fine and order you to pay the court costs. I'll order you to do 2 days of community service, should be 12 hours of community service. 2 years of level 5 probation, which means non-reporting probation. I'm giving you that because you got the community service and fines to pay. And I will set your review hearing, which is you were here, you saw those were review hearings earlier. You got all summer and part of the fall to get this done, October the 16th. If you do it before then, you don't even have to come to the hearing.
Okay.
If you haven't done it, you got to show up. If you don't show up, you get a warrant. So
Okay. Who do I speak to about setting up payment plans to?
you're going to talk to the probation officer before you leave today.
Okay.
Mr. Major, on the safety belt, that's a mandatory $30 fine. So his office, when you leave the courtroom, make a 90-degree left turn, go west. That counter, it'll be right in front of you past the vending machine is the probation office. You're going to talk the gentleman that's in there. His name is John Major. After you check in with him, he'll give you some paperwork, and then you're free to go. Get this done before October, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to show up for any hearings or anything like that.
Okay.
If you haven't got it done, you gotta show up, or you get a warrant, as I said.
Okay.
So,
All right, thank you, sir.
Any questions, sir?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Go see Mr. Major.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Clay, case number CRB 23118.
And sir, are you Joshua Clay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Clay, it's alleged that at Perry Township, February the 12th of this year, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Donald Dickus. So the charge against you is assault. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, and it carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the rights you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Mr. Cremines?
Mr. Cremines is going to represent you. He
Yes,
was
sir.
here. Let's see if he's still here. All right, Mr. Cremines, you're going to be representing Mr. Clay?
Your Honor, I haven't been formally retained yet, but I would enter a limited appearance for the arraignment, enter a waiver reading, and enter a not guilty plea.
Not guilty plea is entered. Okay, he has not posted a bond, I don't think, so. And he can sign a $1,000 signature bond? Not guilty plea is entered. You have a preference for a pretrial date?
Let's do April 3rd, Your Honor.
Okay, that is a Monday, April 3rd, 10 a.m., April 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus John F. Wright, case number CRB 23113.
John Wright, this is the case you spoke to me about.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'll point you, who's financially qualified. Do you have income coming in, Mr. Wright?
It's my disability, Social Security.
Okay, I'll point Mr. Smith to represent you. Enter a not guilty plea on this charge to waive a reading of the charge.
I do, Judge, and if we set that pretrial on April 3rd, the same date as the co-defendant.
Not guilty plea is entered. Case will be set for April 3rd for a pretrial, 10 o'clock. And he can sign a $1,000 signature bond.
State of Ohio versus Clyde King II, case number CRA 23141, TRD 202187, and CRB 2825.
All right, we need, okay, Mr. Steyer is in the courtroom.
New charge. That's my understanding. I thought you had new charge.
There's a new charge, Mr. Steyer.
I'll accept service on Mr. King's behalf. If I can have just a second to look over this. May of 2022.
Your Honor, if I may, on his old case, he was wanting to be here.
Today,
Just and he was here on the day.
I've got 1 day left on a Cooper, on that.
Your Honor, this is an F5 possession charge. We would waive reading of the charge. Obviously, there's no plea to be entered. If I got just a moment to speak to Mr. Heald.
Yes.
I've been clean for 3 years.
He's here. Sentencing. And then this is from May of 2022 as an F5 possession.
I didn't have no clue about this.
It's on an old. I'm not even sure if it's on there off the top of my head.
That's when I got picked up from failure to appear, but I didn't have.
Just a second, sir. It's on a driving under suspension at DUS. That's what we're here actually you're on. CRB case.
I wonder how come this was never.
I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't filed until.
Yeah. Your Honor, this was only just filed, but it was alleged to have happened in May of 2022. Give me just a second to take a look at this. Your Honor, I was just asked to have this set for preliminary hearing. He's out of jail, so there's 15 days to bring it to preliminary without a time issue. Which would take us past the 27th. We could just set this on the 27th for preliminary. I'd like to take a look at a little bit of the state of facts and talk to Mr. Heald about them.
Okay. And can we go ahead and address the previous matter that's set for sentencing today too, at this point?
We can address it now, or we can pass it to that date at the court's preference. Have you?
But apparently he hasn't been doing community services.
Yes.
Either way, you're coming back on the, well, don't, until he says that's the day, we don't know.
And I'm sorry, what was the date you wanted?
I was asking for the 27th, that's 14 days out.
Mr. Heald, do you agree?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, March 27th will be the next hearing on both matters, be a preliminary hearing on 23-141 and sentencing on 28-25.
And
27th.
27th. And what does he have left to do at this point, Your Honor?
I should only have 1 day community service and pay a fine.
Well, there's still some fine owed, and it looks like there's still community service.
Okay, just.
I would have to look, but I believe he only owes 1 day of community service.
Okay, well, it needs to be updated. He could meet with Mr. Cooper to finalize
We
it.
might be able to figure that out before.
Yeah, oh, I know.
And I'll,
I've got 1 day.
this is your copy of this, but I'll look into this and see what I can find out.
Yeah.
Okay, next hearing is March 27th on everything before we do it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Ryan Jeffers, case number CRB 23-103, A, B, C, and D.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, this is Mr. Walker's case.
Yes, I've been retained, Your Honor.
So are you entering an appearance for Mr. Jeffers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you wish the charges read into the record?
We waive reading, Judge.
What pleas do you wish to enter?
I'm sorry.
Plea.
Not guilty.
A not guilty plea is entered. Is there any kind of protection order requested?
Judge,
Yes.
I can't speak to that. You'll have to ask the prosecutor. In the discussions we've had, that was not discussed, but we've not discussed these particular charges because these charges came after some action by the school, some disciplinary action, Your Honor.
Which case is this, Your Honor? I'm not sure we have the
This is
file.
Jeffers. You want to
Yes.
have it recalled?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll recall this and discuss bond and protection order later.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Travis Jeffers, case number TRC 23-239 A and B.
And sir, you Travis W. Jeffers.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jeffers, it's alleged that March the 9th at 7:32 p.m. in Union Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, and then you took a breath test and tested 15 on the breath test. And it appears this may be a second offense, $, maximum, 5-year license suspension. There is a minimum charge, which is 10 days in jail, $525. There's a mandatory impoundment of the vehicle if it was titled to you, which states in legend that the vehicle was titled to you. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
And then your test score, the state's alleging you took a breath test and tested 15. The per se level under Ohio law is 8. What that means is per se means it's a violation of law to have that level of alcohol in your breath. There's a presumption of impairment, but only the state is only entitled to that presumption of impairment if they show compliance with the rules for giving tests, with things they have to do, like calibrate the machine and that sort of, show those kind of things before they can get a presumption of impairment. You understand that?
Yeah.
You're also charged with having either a tail light or a rear license plate light that are under the same statute with your vehicle. So that's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine for that. So those are the two charges: ODI, operating a vehicle intoxicated, and a rear light issue being out. Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant? Do you have any questions for you in our plea? What plea do you wish to enter?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
I'm going to find one.
How much time do you need to do that?
I'm going to try to find one this week.
Okay. Are you employed, sir?
Huh?
Are you employed, sir?
Yes, St. Mary's.
Okay. Court here is almost always Monday and Friday. For your work schedule, is there a date that's better, day of the week that's better than the other, Monday or Friday?
Either one.
Okay. I'm going to set it then for April 3rd. That's a Monday. That's 3 weeks from today, April 3rd. And then it'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. I'm going to note that you will hire an attorney. I'm going to let you sign a signature bond of $1,000. That means you're going to sign a piece of paper that says you're promising to show up in court as ordered, or you'll pay a $1,000 penalty for not appearing, and you get a warrant. It's the worst part. You get a warrant for not showing up. You got to pay a $1,000 penalty also. Not guilty plea is entered for you. You have any questions, sir?
How do I get my car?
Well, you need to talk, since
Release.
it's alleged to be a second offense. I remember I told you about the impoundment. There's a impoundment of a vehicle on a second offense, so you're really gonna need a lawyer to file something concerning that.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Morris J. Eden, case number CRP 17630. My understanding is security company.
All right, I see Mr. Morris Eden is on the screen, on my screen. He's on that one also. Okay. What's the case number on that?
Case that we have pulled up.
Oh, it's 17630, okay, that's what he's, all right, you're Morris Eden. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll start recording this.
Recording has started.
All right, Mr. Eden, it looks like you got this case where you failed to appear. You did appear initially, it looks like, and had an attorney. Mr. Hermines was your attorney, and then when you didn't appear, he resigned. The case is possession of a drug abuse instrument. It's an old case from 2017. It's alleged in the complaint that at Union Township you were on August the 3rd, 2017, knowingly in possession of syringes that were being used to administer unlawful drugs. That is a second-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. I don't see that you ever entered a plea on this. Do you understand the charge that was against you, sir?
Yes, I remember the charge.
Okay. How do you plead to the charge?
Not guilty.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No,
Are you working?
no.
Okay. Do you have a explanation for not appearing back? It would guess
Yes, sir, I was doing time.
you were in prison then, is that what you're saying?
I was doing time in Kentucky, I wasn't in prison.
Okay.
County jail.
All right. I'll appoint Mr. Thompson. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to appoint a lawyer, and I'm going to get him in the courtroom. He's here today. Mr. Thompson, Lance Thompson will be your lawyer. Where are you living now, Mr.? Oh, you're in Indiana. Okay. And the Lance Thompson in the courtroom. Okay, there he is. All right, Mr. Thompson's in the courtroom. This is Morris Eden. This is an old case of possession of a drug abuse instrument from 2017. He's had a warrant outstanding. He says he was incarcerated at the time his prior hearings occurred. He now lives in Indiana. Do you have a phone number where Mr. Thompson can reach you, sir? Can you say that again? You cut out. Is
he in Indiana there?
He's in Indiana. So, Mr. Thompson will call you. I'm going to appoint him to represent you. When would you like to have this set for another hearing, Mr. Thompson?
Any Monday.
Okay, let me look at the schedule. About April the 3rd. And Mr. Eden, I'll let you appear by teleconference since you're in Indiana. April 3rd, that'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. Mr. Thompson will call you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, that's all, sir.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany West, case number CRB 23146.
All right, ma'am, you're Tiffany West.
I am.
And have you received a copy of this charge?
I have.
It's a theft offense. It alleges that on March the 10th of 2023, Fayette Township, you deprived Walmart of property without their consent.
Yes, sir.
It's a first-degree misdemeanor theft offense, maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine.
Yes, sir.
You understand the charge?
I do.
And you understand the rights you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true and waiving your rights to have a trial and have a lawyer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? My standard on these now, because I have so many people testing dirty, is have you do a urine screen before I do the sentencing. So go out in the lobby, make a left, go toward the probation office, and they'll set you up for a urine screen, and then you'll come back after.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Hunter Tooley, case number CRB 23147. Hunter Tooley.
Hunter Tooley has been called for. He hasn't appeared today. He has a bond up through Mr. Sowers. I'll notify Mr. Sowers that Hunter Tooley did not appear. Set a bond forfeiture hearing for April 3rd. Okay, are you ready to do Ryan Jeffers? You were going to look at that file.
State of Ohio recalls Ryan Jeffers, case number CRB 23103, A, B, C, and D.
Mr. Morper's case has been set for arraignment today. Entered a not guilty plea. I hadn't set bond or decide when the next hearing will be. Wanted to get the state's position.
Well, Your Honor, we don't have any objection to whatever date in the near future that the court wants to set it.
Any kind of protection order, or?
We would like to have an order that Mr. Jeffers stay away from the school.
Your Honor,
Yes.
could we approach the bench?
Sure.
Yes. They have agreed to, that he has not present, and we allow the graduate in unmissable technology. Yes.
So, order to stay away from salary. He can go to the limitations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's this person?
Yes.
We could order to stay away from Douglas. Graham, so we'll recall it. All right, and we'll let the prosecutor make some additional calls on this case, and then we'll recall it. So it'll be recalled later in the document.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Tiffany West. Tiffany West.
Well, you tested for some things you shouldn't have tested for, I think.
The marijuana, yes, but the Adderall I have a prescription for, and Suboxone I have a prescription for.
Okay.
Like I told her, I've been in recovery 10 years now, so. But the marijuana, no, I
You
don't.
had a prescription for whiskey today?
No, I didn't know I need one, no.
Where are you getting, who's prescribing these things for you?
Fresh Start in Ashland.
I'm sorry.
Fresh Start in Ashland?
Okay. Counseling here also?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'd like to see some reports from them, and I'd like for you to, have you reported this incident to them?
No, not yet. I go tomorrow, so.
Okay. Well, I think you should.
Yes,
Should be something we need to talk about.
I will.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me before I send you?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll impose a $100 fine, order you to pay the court costs. 20 days in jail. I'll suspend all those jail days on the condition that you report this to your treatment team.
Okay.
And that I want to see copies of your prescriptions and that you're being compliant with your treatment.
Okay.
Okay? So you'll come back for review hearings, and when you come back, bring me a report
Okay.
from your treatment provider.
Okay.
That's what you're doing. And the name of the treatment provider is?
Fresh Start.
Fresh Start. Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
It's on 29th Street. It's in the King's Daughters building on 29th Street.
Okay. I'll set your first review hearing for May 19th.
May 19th,
Yes.
9 a.m.
Yes, 9 a.m. May the 19th, you're to see Mr. Major in the probation office to the left as you leave the courtroom. They'll give you some paperwork. Take that to your counselor.
Okay.
We'll see you back on
May 19th.
19th at 9 a.m.
All righty, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you're also ordered to stay out of Walmart.
Absolutely.
And 5 days community service.
Okay, thank you. Well, do they have the double days out here, the dates?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kayla Evans, case number TRC 20-2598, A, B, and C.
And you're Kayla Evans?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You had missed a review hearing about almost a year ago, May the 16th of last year.
Yes.
All right. So there's been a warrant outstanding, but you came in today. Is there a particular reason you came in today?
Well, I came in today because I didn't know the warrant. I had a warrant out of Athalia too that I just took care of and paid for, plus just paid the reinstatement fee, and then I just wanted to start getting this out of the way as far as payment wise goes.
Okay. You did do the 3-day school previously.
Yes.
You still have community service.
5 days, right? Yeah.
That's correct. And
I made a $35 payment today on it too this morning.
I see that. Okay, I'll withdraw the warrant that had been issued before. And set you up on another schedule for review hearings.
Okay.
I'll set your next one for April 21st.
I'm literally just waiting to get my taxes back, so if I pay all that off and the community service, I won't have to come back, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
April 21st at 9 a.m. is your next hearing.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're ready to start pre-trials now.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Watson, case number CRB 22692.
Mr. Plead's case set for pre-trial, Brandon Watson.
Your Honor, this matter was on a 90-day continuance, and Mr. Watson was required to complete anger management. He has completed. And he was going to have to pay court costs. He's got the court costs today, Your Honor.
Is this our copies to keep?
Yes, Your Honor.
The state still wanting to dismiss?
Yes, Your Honor, we've spoken with the alleged victim and gotten the okay on that, and we would move to dismiss the case upon the payment of court costs.
See the clerk pay the costs, and your case will be dismissed.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus John A. Barker, case number CRB 23115 and CRB 23116. And TRC 23194, A, B, and C.
This is Attorney Roger Smith's case set for pre-trial.
date is.
Saying my eyes are bloodshot, but I had a picture from her, and she's definitely choking up.
So just as a urine test case, I don't believe that we have the drug test results, or the results of the urine screen back yet.
I can tell you what's in it.
They got to tell us what's in it, we don't have to tell them.
Well, we've got that, we've got an OVI that I think Mr. Smith's referring to.
Yes.
Also an endangering children charge along with that. And then after that, about a week later, we have a domestic violence charge that occurred. And so our cause for concern, well, February 13th, I don't know which came first. Actually, the OVI and endangering children came second. So we have some cause for concern, our preferred path on this would be for Mr. Barker to obtain an AOD assessment and go forward in that direction. We have an indication that there might be a problem there. And follow through with counseling, either that or we can start to, we've already answered discovery in the domestic violence case and also in the OVI case. So we're ready to do whichever.
Mr. Smith.
Judge, I don't know. Okay. He's not been around the judge, and I don't know that there's no protection order as far as I'm aware. Is there a protection order?
I mean, I picked up my son, but we didn't make contact.
I'm showing there was.
There is one. It didn't make it to my file. I got a copy of it. Okay. Well, he's.
I was ordered not to go into contact with her last time we came to court, and I got my son, but we did not make contact.
Okay. I think it just should run its regular course. I'm waiting for that urine test result. I think it's just another pretrial at this point. He's not around this
day. We
day.
can go ahead and, if you want to sort out this domestic violence, it happened first in time anyway, so.
Yeah, the week before, allegedly, correct.
We don't have to wait on a screen for that.
Right.
Go ahead with that. How do you want to proceed on that?
Probably another pretrial. I don't want to set a trial date today and clog up the court's docket. But I think one final pretrial, if we don't resolve it, pick a trial date that day. If
we need to have the plain verdict here.
I think we probably would.
We can certainly ask her to be here. We do have her opinion about this, though. She has some concern because they have a child together, and the child, and this is an allegation only, but the child was in the car when the OVI occurred, and this was a week after the alleged domestic violence incident. So, there's some serious circumstances here. We're happy to go ahead and set the domestic violence charge for trial if we need to. If we're not going to look at this constructively and try to address some underlying issues on this, then we'll just go forward.
It might very well be it's not true, and I'd like her here. I'm not going to go what your paper says. It's just not going to happen. Let's set a pretrial, let's set a trial. I'm not afraid to try the case. I'm just thinking we're not there yet.
Okay, how about the 27th for the pretrial?
I'm actually in trial Monday, the 27th and 28th. I'm here the 31st, which is a Friday, or Monday, April 3rd.
I'd rather get this moving quicker. How about the 20th? Can you have her get in touch with her?
We don't have any indication that she wouldn't be available. However, she may work. I don't know.
I can do the 20th.
She does work from 2 to 10.
March 20th for pre-trial in both cases.
I'll get over it. What's the date? 20th, week from today.
1 week from today.
10 o'clock. It'd be the 20th of March. Yep. See that? Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus William S. Gore, case number CRB 22408.
Mr. Smith's case set for pre-trial.
Mr. Taylor, okay.
Gore has
That's
been
what I was looking
assessed.
for.
That's a very good report.
He's due to graduate in April. We're going to move.
Very good. My notes were that the state was going to dismiss this if he was successful in pleading.
And that is correct, Your Honor.
That's my note, Judge, also.
When in April do you have
It would probably be the first week in April.
Well, let's come back after that's happened. Maybe mid-April. What's your schedule, Mr. Smith?
Mid-April, I can do, Judge, I could do the 17th, which is a Monday. I could do.
That's fine. Let's do April 17th for pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you then.
State of Ohio versus Tracy J. McDonald, case number TRC 222574, ABC, D, and E.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Okay, it sounds like there's stuff still to be worked on, is the way I'm taking this.
We're actually have come to the decision after doing this multiple times that we're not the right facility for him.
Okay. Any recommendations?
Riverside. They have a bed available as well.
Mr. Smith?
Judge, obviously that, we'd rather do that than be incarcerated. I was hoping that, I think he's been at this 5 months, I was hoping it was going well, but apparently it's not going as expected, so I would ask that he be considered for treatment as opposed to being placed in the county jail, of course.
And what says Riverside?
Your Honor, I have a bed.
Do you want to talk with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's let that happen and then come back.
Okay.
We'll
Thank you, Your
recall
Honor.
that.
State of Ohio versus Mark H. Oden, case number CRB 22185, CRB 22183, A and B, CRB 22182, CRB 22159, CRB 21901, A and B.
Mr. Smith,
Probation down the road. It is, Judge, we continued this out. He was going to move from West Virginia back to Ohio, which I understand he has done. He indicates he's done the 18 days home confinement, ankle monitor,
It's a month, yeah.
or a month,
I
whatever.
just got off last weekend.
And then he is still compliant with probation down in Judge Ballard's court, to my knowledge,
okay.
which I'd assume Mr. Uxley standing here beside me, not jail.
So at this point, it's just, he needs to complete the other things he was ordered to do.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest thing was getting that home confinement out of the way, which he's now knocked out since he's moved back to Ohio. So he's able to do whatever other requirements he still has.
All right, state have any info on this? You're still pending, I think, is a probation violation.
Well, I know that on January 27th, we discussed the fact that he still needed to finish his GPS monitoring, which apparently he's done. I think that settles the issues of confinement at this point. I don't know what other conditions of his plea and his guilty finding are still pending, but he's also on community control, I think.
He is through Judge Ballard's court.
So we're satisfied with allowing him to continue on performing whatever duties he has before this court.
All right, I'll withdraw any allegation of probation violations that were still pending, just putting back on review.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Maybe a date for review. Yeah.
So I'll set review in about a month. Are you working now, Mr. Roden, or what's?
I've been working, sir, yes. I've always been working like over 2 jobs, at least 2 jobs.
Mondays or Fridays for your hearing?
It doesn't matter. I work every day, sir.
Okay. We'll make it April the 14th then, Friday every month. So your next hearing will be April the 14th for review, 9 a.m.
Before you leave, go to probation. See what else you need to do, they'll tell you.
Yes, sir.
So,
9 a.m.
9 a.m. April 14th. His office over that way.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to him, see him. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Eric R. Reed, case number CRB 19104.
No, I'm not guilty of this.
Oh, I know. Pretty much your subpoena maker, she doesn't just throw it out.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I spoke with Jasmine earlier. I think this is a case where they would like to have the alleged victim present at the next hearing, probably issue a subpoena for her. My client doesn't oppose that, with the understanding if she doesn't obey the subpoena and show up, then the case would be dismissed without prejudice at that time. Time, correct?
Well, I think that's what we have to do at this point.
Okay. We have no objection to that, Judge. I don't know how long it will take.
How much time do you need? This is an old case.
It's a very old.
Do you have good contact information?
Phone number hasn't worked out for us, so I don't know whether we have a good address or not.
Okay, do you have a preference as to when to accept it?
I would imagine maybe 3 weeks or something like that.
April 3rd?
I'm here April 3rd, Judge.
That's fine.
April 3rd for a pretrial if the complaint party doesn't appear the case to be dismissed.
April 3rd, 10 o'clock.
Unless there's a good reason for not doing it.
Sure.
All right, is that it? All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Lee D. Kipp, case number CRB 21914.
Roger.
All right, Mr. Stratton couldn't be here today, but agreed to keep this on today.
Restitution.
Restitution?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to pay that today, sir?
Have a $30 payment today.
Okay. All right, see the clerk, make your payment. I'll set your next hearing for April 14th.
Thank you, sir.
April 14th, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Elizabeth Iguaba, case number CRB 22535.
There's also Mr. Stratton's case. Have you talked with him?
He messaged me a couple weeks ago, but I haven't heard from him since.
Okay.
He just told me that it was being dismissed.
Well, Your Honor, this is one, I think that Mr. Stratton asked to continue because he had a trial in another court today. And I believe it was one that, well, I can tell you that we reviewed the video information, or the video of the alleged incident. There was a young lady that was with Miss Nawaba who actually came in and pled guilty early on before we even had her case before the court, and the evidence that we actually obtained indicates that that young lady was definitely guilty, and she came in and pled guilty. But I don't believe that there's evidence sufficient to find this young lady guilty. So we were going to move to dismiss the charge.
Okay, ma'am, case will be dismissed.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys.
You're free to go.
State of Ohio versus Donald Dickens, case number CRA 23-104 and CRB 23-105.
Mr. Steyer's case. This is a pretrial income hearing.
Your Honor, this matter is one that, well, we've discussed previously. It's charged as a felony OVI, but there's reason to believe that it is probably not appropriately charged. Mr. Heald and I are continuing to work on that issue, and so at this time we're going to ask to continue the matter, and we'll waive time constraints to accomplish that.
And come back approximately when?
Let me speak to Mr. Heald for a second.
That's fine.
27th, Your Honor.
Then it's a request cases continue to March 27th.
What other two cases?
For pretrial and preliminary hearing.
No, that's not anything to do with this case. No. That's all we're continuing. We're going to do this.
State of Ohio versus Kenneth Aaron Maynard, case number CRB 17771.
See you then.
I don't have the case numbers. Do you have the case numbers?
Mr. Steyer's case for pretrial.
Kenneth Aaron Maynard.
Your Honor, I've not seen Mr. Maynard today. We'll be checking to see if he's made any attempt to contact me. No, Your Honor. I have no information where Mr. Maynard is.
All right, there'll be a bench warrant for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany R. Vaughn, case number TRC 222346. Tiffany Vaughn.
Mr. Morgan's case, I have this marked as a pretrial on motion.
Yes, Your Honor.
It was very finely done, but I don't think you had a lot to work with. It was set for a suppression hearing.
Do you see where you agree that's where we need to be? Before this hearing, couple come in. Let's get you ready to go through this hearing.
Like today's my birthday, maybe you'll give me a present.
Happy. Judge, we're not able to reach an agreement. We're going to have to ask you to set it for a hearing and decide it for us.
Okay. What witnesses will the state need to, just a trooper, or will you have somebody from outside that you need to bring in?
Just the trooper.
We do the 27th at noon. Motion here.
I'm here then, Judge.
Okay, that's a good date for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll set this for an evidentiary hearing on the motion for March 27th at noon.
State of Ohio versus Dandy Metzler, case number TRC 222743 A and B. Dandy Metzler.
All right, Mr. Metzler, have you hired an attorney to?
Not yet. I'm waiting on my taxes to come in. They should be in within the next couple of weeks, so I was hoping to get a continuation.
All right, well, we're getting, this happened in December, so we're several months out. We need to get this moving. So do you want to be considered for a court-appointed attorney?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to this is going to be your last chance to get a lawyer. If you can't, then we're just going to have to proceed.
Okay, that's understandable.
I'll set it for April 3rd at your request, and I'll make no more continuances for hiring a lawyer after that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It'll be a pretrial 10 o'clock, April 3rd.
Appreciate it.
State of Ohio recalls Ryan Jeffers, case number CRB 23103 A, B, C, and D.
All right, this is a recall. We're letting the state contact the other schools to see if they had any input on this.
Yes, Your Honor, we spoke to the Boed School principal, and she tells us that Mr. Jeffers has completed all of his coursework in order to graduate from South Point. So there's no reason for him to go back to the Boed School, and they would prefer that he also be ordered to stay away from there as part of his bond in this case.
Judge, he has no reason to go back to Collins, so we have no objection.
Okay. All right. Then I'll issue a protection order to stay away from, was it Graham? Was that the name of the person?
Douglas, I
Douglas
believe.
Graham. He was employed at South Point High School, so that means obviously he can't go to South Point High School. Also order him not to go to vocational school. Just in case there's any lack of clarity, should not go to South Point High School or the vocational school. And Mr. Graham in particular, so even go, not to go any place where he might be. Another pretrial on March 27th. 2 weeks?
Yes, please, Judge.
Okay. Pretrial will be March 27th at 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, does he need to sign a signature block?
Yes, let's make it $1,000 signature bond. So that means as long as you show up, you don't have to post any money. You just promise and we come to court as ordered. And
Yes, sir.
you have to pay $1,000 if you don't show up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay, we're ready to start preliminary hearings.
State of Ohio versus Brian Combs, case number CRA 21592, A and B, TRC 212129, A, B, and C.
Okay, I have a letter from
Vanessa
Vanessa
Matthew,
Matthew.
yeah. Matthew, yeah.
Dated today, actually.
No.
There's a current report behind that from Friday.
The March 10th report's a good report. So it looks like he is compliant. Is it time to go ahead and finish the sentencing, or?
Your Honor, we've been at this a long time. I know that Mr. Combs has struggled against the issues that he's been overcoming, and it seems to me at this point he's made some very good progress. It's good to know that what appeared to be a setback back in January maybe has been explained and it wasn't a situation that appeared, which is a good thing. You know, this is originally, way back on August 8th of 2021, was an OVI second offense in which also the felony drug charge. Mr. Combs came in and pled guilty to the OVI right away and I think that his accepting responsibility was important, as well as the commitment to this. I mean, I've got pages of notes of him being here trying to be compliant. So if the court were to go ahead and sentence him on the OVI today, we certainly feel that he's earned some consideration as far as what the sentence should be on the OVI because of his lengthy effort at proving himself to the court, and he's made significant progress.
Mr. Combs?
Well, we would ask that because of the situation that he's in now, positive situation, that we not do the dip school and also substitute his residential, which is, how many months did you spend in residential?
3 total.
For the jail sentence.
Well, I think it's appropriate under the circumstances, Your Honor, and we still have a felony possession charge pending, and whether the court would, all things considered, feel that he has complied sufficiently with his treatment plan in order to justify us going ahead and dismissing that. I guess we would kind of leave that open for discussion.
We would ask that the felony charge be dismissed.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Because you're asking for no jail time, and I'm okay with that, but not at the same time dismissing the felon, because I don't see anything saying he's released from treatment yet. So, I'm going to not give him jail time on the ODI. I want him to continue with the treatment. I think he is doing well. He's made, I would say, remarkable progress from when he first came in to the court. And so I don't want you to get discouraged.
No, I'm actually getting moved to 2 weeks this coming Friday.
And I'm supposed to, by all rights, by looking at the law, I'm supposed to actually give you jail time on this offense. But I'm going to go along with what counsel has suggested because you've done so well in your treatment. I don't want to. But the other thing on that is you're not over. I mean, you're never going to be over.
No, I'm
You have to keep working at this, and I want to see you work at it a little longer before I say, oh, the felony possession charge, I'm going to dismiss it. Okay? Because I'm giving you a break on the OBI.
Right.
You're already getting a break there. So let's go ahead and do the sentencing on the OBI. So I'm basically going to treat it like it was a first offense rather than a second offense.
Yes, sir.
Which, really, if they weren't on board with it and I did it without their approval, they could appeal me to the Court of Appeals and I would get reversed because the law is clear on the statute. I have to give you jail time. You put a lot of work in, and I don't think at this point putting you in jail for 5 or 10 days is a benefit to anybody. So that's my thinking on why I'm not doing it. Is there anything you want to tell me, Mr. Combs?
Like I said a second ago, Friday the 17th, I'll be getting moved bi-weekly because of being compliant, but I mean, that's not here nor there, I guess, but.
Well, it is because I want you to keep,
Yeah,
I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
And at some point, I am going to cut you loose. If you keep doing this and getting good reports, I'm going to say your case is over. But you still need to do what it takes, and you know it better than anybody else. You have to internalize this. You have to make it for you.
Yes,
right now, I think you're, this is at least the theory. Somewhat you're doing it for me, so I won't put you in jail. But I can only hold that anvil over your head for so long. And then you need to do it for you, your family, and all the benefits you get out of this.
Well, the last go around, I finally come to an end of it.
Okay.
I finally wrapped my head around it all.
Good. Okay, on the OVI, I'll give you a $375 fine, and that's the minimum under a first offense. So, order you to pay the court costs. I'll give you a 6-month license suspension. Now, at the time that this happened, you didn't have any insurance, right, on that car?
Yes, I had insurance.
You did have insurance?
Yes, sir.
Was it your car or somebody else's?
This is my wife's.
Okay, I'm not, did you ever bring in proof of insurance?
I can go back and get it for next court.
Okay, well, we probably need to delay for you to do that, because here's the thing. Even if I give you a first offense treatment on this,
yes, sir.
because the officer checked the box on your ticket saying you didn't have proof of insurance, if I process this and send it on to the B&B, even at a first offense, they're going to give you another suspension for not having proof of insurance.
Okay, yeah, I can.
That's going to come from them, not from me. So you need to bring me the card, or you can get something, if you had a local agent that sold you the insurance, you can go to them and ask them for a letter or some proof that you had insurance and bring it into the court. Okay, so I'm not going to finalize your sentencing on the OBI yet, so I want you to get that so you don't get another suspension. So let's come back in another month, and then I'll do the sentencing. So let's make it, you said Mondays, right, Mr. Thompson?
Please.
April 17th?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Get that insurance card.
Yes, sir.
And it's got to be in effect on the date you have the citation.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kerry Wheeler, case number CRB 22776, CRA 22765, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case.
Yes.
Southern Hope.
Yes. On that first Wednesday that I was back.
Good report.
Okay.
How are things going at home?
Very well, sir. And we're getting ready to get home health care in, so it's just another set of eyes and another body to help with the daily rigors of life.
Mr. Hugh?
Well, we haven't heard anything negative on the home front, so that's positive. And if she's got a good report from the counseling agency, then that's all the better.
She does. So continue monitoring.
Yes, Your Honor.
April 14th.
That's good here, Judge.
Thank you.
Keep that. Keep doing it, okay? Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Eric Chapa, case number CRA 23136. You can check in, Your Honor. I have received information that as of 10 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock Louisiana time, he had not taken care of his warrant in Louisiana.
Okay, thank you.
Was that, he has not, Mr. James?
He has not taken
He
care
has
of
not.
his warrant in Louisiana.
He did post a bond with Mr. Sowers. So, assume we have a warrant here issued. So, bond forfeiture hearing for April 3rd. Warrant should issue today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Hey, Butch. Just have to fix my shit.
State of Ohio versus Austin Hawthorne, case number CRA 2357, CRB 2358, CRB 20843, CRB TRC 191305 A and B, and CRB 19393.
All right, Mr. Hawthorne is appearing by teleconference, and he, as far as I know, is at the counseling center. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How are things going?
It's going all right.
Well, it looks like things haven't been as smooth as they could have been. Have you seen the report, Mr. Morford?
Yes, Your Honor. I've got the same one that you have.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're having a little trouble obeying the rules there, Mr. Hawthorne. Is that right or not?
Yeah, I go to the farm and
Do you understand that they have rules that you have to follow, Austin?
yes, sir.
Even though you might not want to, that to stay in that program, you've got to be compliant with the rules or they will discharge you. And you do not want to be back here in front of Judge Capper with that happening.
Yes, sir.
How much longer do you have? Do you know how much longer you have in that program? Is there any kind of estimated date when you graduate?
Around April.
So are you recommitting to finishing the program then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Time will tell. Let's come back in a month and see how things are going. When did you say you would finish? The 20th?
Yeah, around the 20th.
Okay, we'll see you on April the 14th. Get a report in.
Yes, sir.
How things are going. Okay. Do what you're supposed to and what you need to do.
And did you hear the judge say that he would need a report on that date, Mr. Hawthorne?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy J. McDonald, case number PRC 222574, ABCD.
All right, Mr. Gwynn, have you had a chance to talk with Mr. McDonald?
Yeah, well, I talked to Taylor, Judge, and it, about the only place that's able to take him based upon a past criminal situation would be Spectrum. But there's no other options at this point. Riverside was not interested in using that bed with Mr. McDonald.
No, can I talk to you?
About your treatment? Yeah.
No. Your Honor, I went there, I did the best I could, you know. I did almost 5 months of a 6-month program. You know, I'm still involved in, what's wrong with me is going to take a lifetime to change. You know, it's just, I'm medicated now. There's nothing wrong with Bethesda. I love them people to death. I just, you know, I'm learning to be an electrician, so my work's taking off. You know, I got emotional support animal from Mahajan out there in the cold. I just really,
I don't know, Judge, I mean, I don't know if intensive outpatient is an option. I don't
I'm in
have the right letters
outpatient.
behind my name to make that determination, but it sounds like he's getting his electrician's license. He's trying to battle the demons that he has. I just don't know where we go from here, other than I have been advised the Spectrum would potentially take him.
I'm still involved with Mahajan Therapeutics. I've been involved with them for 18 months now.
What's the state's position on it?
Well, I would like to know a little bit more about his, getting his electrician's license.
Yeah, I'm studying under Rick Mays on One Electric. And I had to, he's actually, you know, come and got me a few times and took me and let me do some work with him while I was in the house on 8-hour passes. But he's, you know, he's filled my spot, but I still can work with him, so.
And Mahajan is working with you on
My mental illness.
Your Honor, I do see here that his last drug screen from March the 6th was all negatives. I believe, you know, that this is a situation in which it could have been anticipated that Mr. McDonald was going to have a struggle, and that it appears that he's still facing that struggle and trying to make progress. So I don't know whether Mahajan can fulfill all the needs he has at this point, you know, on an outpatient basis, but at least I'd like to, maybe we find out if they feel that they can do that. And that'd be our
I don't know if Bethesda will let me do outpatient with them, but, you know,
You're still doing outpatient with Mahajan, right, for the mental health?
yeah, I'll be there the rest of my life.
The last time I had a report from them was December 26th.
You still seeing the same counselor, Mahajan?
Yeah, I still see the same people.
Well, you've signed a release because they got, I don't know, Judge, apparently he signed a release because we have at least that report. I'm not sure why they're not communicating better with the court as to his progress.
I also got a bunch of medical issues I gotta go through tomorrow. I'm supposed to have, they found tumors in my kidneys and stomach, so we gotta figure that.
Well, let's try to get some input from Mahajan to that. And Mr. Smith, can you try to get all
Oh,
this?
sure, absolutely.
Okay, I'll recall that, give you a chance to try to call
Sure,
him.
I'll see what I can find out. Grab a seat there.
State of Ohio versus Jacob Burchett, TRC 22-1262 A and B, TRC 20-1447 A, B, and C, TRC 21-1581 A and B.
You still in the program?
No, I graduated.
It's on the docket is sent.
Judge, he's indicated to me he has since graduated, whatever trip, what trip program were you at?
Riverside.
He was at Riverside?
I have a certificate.
Okay, I hadn't seen him, he said he did in fact graduate, so I guess we're, no reason not to delay sentencing at this point.
Okay. We go forth with the, go ahead with the sentencing. So what we've got is TRC 2014-47. I think that's the one first in time. That happened August 1st, 2020. Then I have 21-1581. That happened June 18th, 2021. Then we've got 22-1262. That happened about a year ago, May 14th of 2022.
Your Honor, are these all being treated as second offenses?
Well, that remains to be seen. What's the state recommending?
Well, Your Honor, we have had previous discussions about the fact that, you know, and I think that Mr. Is it Burchett or Burchett?
Burchett.
Mr. Burchett understands that he compounded his situation with the court by, you know, being before the court almost one OVI, then getting two more while it was still pending. So on the one hand, we feel that it's a great accomplishment for him to have completed his recovery through Riverside, and he has a lot to be proud of for having done that, but there still need to be consequences in this case.
He understands that, Judge. In fact, he had a really good job on the river, which this addiction caused him to lose. He no longer has that good job. They won't let him work on the barge on the river, so he certainly, I think this has opened his eyes to a lifestyle change, a lifetime lifestyle change.
We can make a recommendation.
Yes, that's what I'd like to do. What's the state's recommendation on?
Well, our recommendation is 6 months in the county jail.
Your Honor, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just need to know if it's a second offense before I can start putting anything in. The form asks me if the program is a...
I think these would all be considered seconds.
Yes.
He had a prior conviction in 2018, and then all these were pending as
Yes.
second offenses, I believe.
Thank you.
And then the first one in time, 2014-47, is also a high test score, 18 test score.
Our recommendation would be 6 months in the county jail, of which 20 days would be imposed at this time, plus 30 days of electronic monitoring, 2 years probation. We would recommend a suspended license. And, you know, it's kind of hard to put this on a scale because of the fact that the last one of these happened a year ago. He's been suspended for some time, but I think that he still needs to be monitored and be on probation and also have an additional license suspension with work privileges of maybe another year, something like that, a total of 2-year license suspension. Fine commensurate with the seriousness of this, but also giving him some commendation for having done the treatment and done well at it.
Okay, Mr. Burchett, do you have anything you want to say, or Mr.?
On his behalf, Judge, I would ask the court to consider, he's done well, lost a good job. I think he had to hit rock bottom before he could pick himself up. I would ask the court to consider the minimum jail time, which would be 5 days, followed by 18 days house arrest or a 10-day sentence to the county jail, and then whatever fine is commensurate with the level of offenses, and a suspension, I understand, will be forthcoming, but he'd be considered for driving privileges, because you do have a job now, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'm also go back on the barges whenever.
Okay.
Get rid of those.
He's got a job, and it sounds like he might be able to get back on the barges once he gets this behind him. He lost the job, and it sounds like they're going to put faith in him if he's got this under control. It sounds like I said, it's going to be a lifetime situation, but as of now, it seems to be he's going the right way.
And are you from South Point originally? Because I've got 2 of these charges have a South Point address, and one has a Kentucky address.
South Point.
South Point. And how old are you?
24.
Well, these show, and hopefully you've grown from this, but an extreme level of immaturity. And you had a prior OVI before, and then you have 3, about 1 a year, and while they're still pending. And then the last one I see, you're on US 52, 12:30 at night, and you're driving 79 miles an hour. I mean, that's very self-destructive behavior. I mean, who with a brain thinks that they can go on US 52 at 12:30 at night and drive near 80 miles an hour and not get pulled over when you've been apparently drinking or doing something with some substance? I mean, that makes no sense.
I think the Jacob that stands before you would not make an excuse for that. When he was younger, he probably would have, but there's no excuse, and you realize that. Yeah, absolutely no. You could have killed yourself or somebody else.
I'm going to go and accept the state's recommendation. He's getting substantial consideration, because in a certain way I could look at this and say the minimum is 10, 10, and 10.
Yes, good.
Which would be 30 days of actual jail time. And I think in a lot of courts you'd be getting more than that. But I'm giving you some credit for the work you put in, and I hope that this took. I mean, I'll be extremely disappointed if you come back before me with another one of these offenses.
Judge, considering that, I would hope he'd be allowed to report, a date to report to the jail.
Yeah, well, he'll come here.
Okay, yes, or here to court within a couple weeks to
That's fine.
Get his affairs in order.
Okay, let's start with 2014-47. That's the first in time. So, and that was actually a high test score. So, actually, I said 10, 10, and 10. It should be 20, 10, and 10. So, there's 40 days, absolute minimum, if I apply the letter of the law to you. But I'm giving you a break. And I hope you're not going to make me look foolish by saying I gave a break to a guy that really didn't change his life. I'm giving you the break because I think you have changed your life. If you haven't changed it, you're going to go out here and put yourself at risk, me at risk, my family at risk by getting out and driving drunk, then I feel like a fool. So, and I won't be happy if you come back before me. Okay, so on the first one, going to give you a break even on the fine. I'll make it $600, which is less than what it would normally be. And I'm doing it because of what you did in treatment. So $600 fine and court costs, 180 days in jail. I'll suspend 160, 2 years of level 4 probation. He can report for the jail here at the court on the 27th, that's 2 weeks from today.
Thank you, Judge.
Does he want to start on Monday, or?
Do we start on Monday or Friday? Doesn't matter, it doesn't. He's okay with that, Judge,
All
by
right,
11 o'clock.
we'll do that date, then, the 27th.
About 11 a.m.
License suspension for a year.
Your Honor, did Mr. Hill say 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years from the date of the offense. Which still means that one's over, that license suspension is completed. I'm going to order 60 hours of community service. And I won't require any additional treatment since you've completed treatment.
Your Honor, did he do treatment in lieu of DEP, or did he do DEP?
Well, this is a second, so that he doesn't have to do the dip, he has to do treatment. So he's completed treatment already. He's completed it prior to sentence. But I think it's a good idea. Whatever you need to do to stay clean and sober, you need to do. If that means some follow-up outpatient, you need to do that for yourself. Okay? I think that's, and set the review hearing. Let's make it pretty quick so I can send them back. May the 19th. On the no motorcycle endorsement, $30 fine. Failure to stop at a stop sign, $10 fine. Okay, so that completes that first file. Okay. The next one is 21-1581. And this was a refusal. Ordinarily, I do a $1,000 fine on a refusal, and both of the last two are refusals. I'll make it $600 as well. I'm giving you a $400 break because of what you did in treatment. 180 days in jail, 160 suspended. Years level 4 probation, 18 days of electronic home monitoring following his jail time. It'll be concurrent with the 2014-47. I won't impose any additional community service time other than what I gave you the first one, which was 10 days. Same review hearing date, May 19th. And he had a driving under suspension, and I'll make that a $100 fine. And the last one is 22-1262. refusal, so I'll make it a $600 fine. Court costs. 2-year license suspension from the date of that offense. An additional 60 hours of community service, he's got a total of 120. It's already completed treatment, so I won't order any additional treatment. Driving under suspension, $100 fine. $100 fine on the speed offense. Okay, he's to see Mr. Major. Be back here on the 27th to start his jail time, and review hearing will be May 19th.
Judge,
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. on the 27th. You got to be here. Okay.
State of Ohio versus Mallory Copley, case number TRC 221613.
This is Mr. Smith's case, set for sentence.
yes, Judge, I was just speaking to my client. She's actually become employed now. She's doing better. She's at Pathways, but you'd switch from one office to the other. Explain that to the judge. It's the
Yes.
same outfit, but
I was at the Green Up Pathways, and then I had to move to the Ashland Pathways because they do evening groups, so I could still do my job at King's Daughters.
Okay. Well, I've got a report from the Green Up Pathways, but I don't have anything from Ashland.
I just started last week on Friday. And I should be completed with the whole program in maybe 2.5 months from now.
the only thing I would ask, Judge, I know she's just started this job. She's on a 90-day probationary period. I don't know if we could go out a little bit longer for the next review. Instead of 30 days, maybe 45 days.
Okay, how about May 12th?
Be fine, Judge.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. That'll help her with her probationary period.
Okay, May 12th will be their next hearing. It'll be set as a sentence.
10 a.m.
Yeah, to make sure that Ashley gets those reports.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Kayla D. Fry, case number CRV 21185. Kayla Fry.
Mr. Stiers, please.
I have this from the Recovery to Work program also.
noticed that. I apologize.
No, you're okay. It's not bothering me. I'm used to getting videos. All right, I'll let you know.
It's wrong on my file, too. I'll fix it.
Okay, this has been said as sentencing, but I think we could go ahead and finish this up, because she's being sued, she's involved with the Acton Municipal Drug Court also, so I don't know that we really need to also be supervising her progress at any degree. So if you have a report, it looks like she has been compliant. She still has community service to do.
2 days, right? It doesn't say on there.
I don't know. What I'm showing is 5. Have you done anything that
I had,
Your Honor, she's on the sentencing docket, we don't update those. She may have done community service, I'd have to verify.
Okay. Check in and see what's left. There's 3 dates coming up where you can get double service, double prep for the day. That needs to be finished. So, at this point, I'll just put her back on a regular review hearing. I think she's been sentenced already.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, this is post-conviction appearances, Your Honor.
Pre-trial reviews of what these
Right.
have been. Okay, so she's made progress. She's got another court supervising her, so I don't think I need to supervise her as closely as someone who's not involved in that. So I'll just set your next hearing will be a standard review hearing, and I'll set it in May. May 8th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
If you get your community service done, you won't have to come back.
In one day.
If you want to check in, see how much you got left, and talk with Mr. Cooper or Mr. Mayhew.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brandon McClaskey at the Lawrence County Jail, number CRB 22565. Raymond McDonald, III, is on deck.
Okay, this is on a warrant, looks like. Sir, are you Brandon McClaskey?
Yes, sir.
From my records, it looks like you failed to appear for a pretrial on January the 30th of 22, so that's been over a year ago on this case. And the initial filing was on an assault charge. Your attorney is not here, Mr. Thompson. He probably didn't know you were in the jail today. And it looks like initially the case was going to be dismissed if you went for some counseling and paid court costs, but I don't think you ever did either. So, you don't have a lawyer today. Do you want to address any of this, or you want to wait for your lawyer to be available to talk with? Have you talked with Mr. Thompson at all?
No, sir, I haven't.
Is there a bond that you can post that to secure your appearance since you didn't come to court previously?
I mean, if I could get one, then I'd like to try to do that if possible.
Okay. I'll set your bond. Does the state have any position on that?
Your Honor, we were here on October 31st of 2022, and we did agree that if he did anger management counseling and an AOD assessment and treatment, when we returned in January, if he completed those things, we would agree to a dismissal upon the payment of court costs, and that was with the approval of the alleged victim. We came back on January 30th, and he was not here, and we had a report from Bethesda saying he never went for treatment. So now he's been out another 2.5 months, and we have him in custody now, and so we believe that there needs to be at least some cash or surety bond. We would recommend a $5,000 cash or surety bond.
Okay, I'll set your bond at $5,000 cash or surety. And put you on the docket for Monday. I believe Mr. Thompson will be here then. That's 20th. For a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Raymond McDonald III, case number CRB 15493 and CRB 14621. Stephen Stanley is on deck.
Raymond McDonald. And sir, you're Raymond McDonald. Can you hear me okay, Mr. McDonald? It's alleged that there was warrants for you on 2 cases, number 14621 and 15493, and they're both pretty much for the same thing. Disorderly conducts, and you had review hearings. One was, well, it looks like they were both the same day. September the 14th of 2018, glad you didn't show up for those hearings. Warrant got issued for you, and then apparently you got picked up on the warrant. And that's why you're in custody now. And it looks like you paid some of your fine, but not all of it. When did you get picked up on these warrants?
I got picked up yesterday early morning.
Okay. Do you admit or do you deny you failed to appear for these hearings?
Excuse me?
Do you admit or do you deny that you failed to appear for these review hearings?
That's correct. I failed to appear.
Do you have an explanation for failure to appear?
No, sir.
What are you doing now? And I've got, the last address I had for you was in Huntington. Do you still live in Huntington?
Yeah, I'm trying to transition back over to Ohio, to my mother and father's. I'm waiting to receive payment for stimulus checks that I have not gotten, and thus coming to pay my fines off in Ohio. Just things didn't happen the way I like to.
Okay, you did make several payments on the one case. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to complete, and they were disorderly conduct charges, so I'm going to complete your cases by the jail time you serve. So your case is going to be completed by jail time, and I won't set another review hearing. So you'll get out, and you're completed as far as this court is concerned. Now, if you got other courts that were after you, you'll have to deal with them.
Okay, great.
Okay, that's all.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 23148, TRD 22184 A and B, TRD 193337 A and B, TRC 191194, and CRB 19329.
right, sir, are you Stephen Stanley?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stanley, I'm Judge Capper. You're appearing in Lawrence County Municipal Court by teleconference on a television monitor in the courtroom, so your image is being seen and being recorded, actually. Everything you say and your image is being recorded, which brings me to your rights. You have a right to remain silent. What you say is being recorded and can be used against you if you admit something. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to have bail and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You've got a new charge. Case number on it is 23-148, CRB 23-148. It was faxed down to the jail this morning at 10:37 a.m. So if you don't have it, it should be down there in the jail somewhere for you. It's a domestic violence complaint. It alleges that at Fayette Township on March the 11th, by threat of force, you knowingly caused Destiny Ricky to believe you would cause imminent physical harm to her or a member of her family or household. And it's alleged that Destiny is either a member of your family or a member of your household. That's what makes it domestic violence. The maximum penalty on this is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights I explained to you?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest means I don't want to fight the charge, I consent to being found guilty if the court believes what the state says it has as evidence is enough.
Not guilty. Not guilty, sir.
Okay? Now, we've got some other charges that are older. 22-0184, and that was a driving under suspension. And it looks like you were supposed to come to a hearing on November 21st for a sentencing and failed to appear, got a warrant issued because of that, and that was on a driving under suspension and fictitious registration. 1933-37. Was set for a sentencing hearing the same day, November 28, 22. So as you failed to appear, got a warrant on that one also. 19-1104, 19-329. That was on an OVI conviction and an endangering children conviction. And also, that was that November day you were supposed to appear. All these were set, looks like, for hearings and you didn't show up. That's the allegation.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to those? That you failed to appear as the allegation?
Best, I'm guilty. I didn't fail to appear.
Okay, do you have the money to hire a lawyer on the new charge?
No, sir, I don't.
Do you have a job?
Not anymore, but without a warrant, I'd get one.
When's the
I'd
last?
love to go back to work.
When's the last time you worked?
December.
And who was that for? What'd you do?
McGinnis.
What happened to that job?
Well, I got stopped south, wanted no license, and they had to let me go.
Okay. Well, I'll appoint a lawyer for you then, if you're not working. Is Mr. Warford still here? He had represented him previously. Mr. Warford, I'm going to appoint you to represent Stephen Stanley. You've represented him in the past. It's been a while. Looks like the case is in 2019. He's got a new charge of an M4 domestic violence. Is the new charge, and he's got some failures to appear on review type issues from cases in 2019 and 22. What's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, his spouse, Destiny Ricky, is here. She's the alleged victim of the domestic violence, and I've asked her some questions about Mr. Stanley's, circumstances and things of that nature as to whether there are maybe some underlying anger or substance abuse issues that might have contributed to this situation. And she's let me know that she does not feel that there are, and that further that she's written a letter explaining that she feels that it was an isolated incident. And what we would be okay with an OR bond?
I'm not.
Okay.
He's failed to appear on several cases in the past.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was only thinking about the domestic violence.
Yeah, he's got 1, 2, 3 files that he failed to appear on since November, so he's going to have to post a bond now.
As far as the domestic violence charge, Ms. Ricky does not want a protection order.
Okay. And that nobody's coerced you to say that, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
No one's forced you to say you don't want a protection order?
Definitely not.
All right. It's your request, no protection order, but he's failed to appear in the past.
And I feel like that's part of my fault because he doesn't have license and I work full-time. I'm a college student full-time. I do take him like medical appointments, like most of his places, so we don't have to keep going through this situation. So I feel like I should be held accountable, at least partly for that.
I'm going to disagree with you. He's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
He lives in South Point. He needs to get here. However, he's got to do it. So.
I do counseling at Cardinal, and I'm trying to put him in there. He was on a Riverside. They switched his counselor, and he wasn't very happy with that since he was just now opening up and getting comfortable there. So I am trying to put him in Cardinal Treatment Center for outpatient services.
Okay. I'm going to set a bond of $1,500 cash or surety.
Thank you.
So you can use a bail bondsman.
Okay.
So, Dwight, if you can convince a bail bondsman, you can probably get him out for 10%. Okay. If you want, or just leave him in. It's up to you.
I don't like that, Joe. I don't feel like that's part.
Your Honor, now that she said something about Cardinal Health, I mean, it sounds like there maybe are some issues that need to be addressed. So we would encourage that happen. Maybe that would be a way to help resolve some of this from our perspective.
Yes.
Well, I need some assurance that he's going to get to court because he hasn't shown that he will.
I will bring him myself.
Cardinal, to my knowledge, won't transport judge.
No, but like outpatient services, I will bring him myself.
Can you post bond?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So he's going to get out?
Yes.
Well, I would encourage him to get assessed somewhere.
Your Honor, if I may speak?
Well, your attorney's standing here. What do you say, Mr. Warford?
If it's addressed to your want or need for treatment, go ahead. If it's something with regards to the merits or what happened in any of these cases, especially domestic violence, I'd say don't say anything.
No, sir. I just wanted to say that this is going on long enough. I'm almost 30 years old. I'm at the crossroads. I'm back with my wife, my family, my kids, and I want to just get right and be free man eventually.
Well, the question is, are you wanting to go to treatment?
Yes, sir.
Does he need to go
And
to
you have-
residential treatment?
Have you been assessed for it?
Outpatient services. We want to try
Does
that first.
he have a medical card?
Yes, he does. I was just trying to do outpatient services with right now. Try that out with him. If you guys would please honor that.
Well, there's several agencies he can talk to if he can get out on a bond. But because of his failures to appear in the past, I'm going to make him post a
I
bond.
understand. I will have him assessed this coming week.
Okay, next hearing. 27th. You're here then, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right, got 2 weeks. I think a good game plan would be get with a treatment provider and get some treatment done, come back to court with a good report in 2 weeks that you've been there, you're doing what you're supposed to do. But I'm going to make you post a bond because you haven't shown up before.
Right.
So I'll withdraw the warrant previously issued. Set March 27th. March 27th will be the next hearing. For pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Probably be a good idea if you speak with Mr. Morford.
Yes. Thank you.
Sounds like that's what you want.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes us up at the jail.
State of Ohio recalls Tracy McDonald, case number TRC 222574, A, B, C, D, and E.
Any luck?
Well, yes, there was some, Judge. He was apparently discharged December 28th from Mahaja, but that was only because he began AOD at Bethesda. I was told by Laura on the phone, they're willing to take him back. I've had her go ahead and set up a release for myself and yourself to get reports, but she says they're willing to take him back at the Ironton office and continue with his mental health counseling.
I was always on the mental health caseload, but my AOD expired whenever I started with Bethesda.
And she said they could pick up, they'll have to, of course, have him spoken to assess, but they're willing to pick up the AOD again also.
Okay, I'd like to see him fairly soon. What's your schedule?
I'm here next Monday, Judge. I'm here the 24th, the 17th.
Okay.
I guess they need the 10th, 17th, or 20th. 27th.
Last week, though, you're not here, the 27th, 31st?
No, the 20th, I've been starting a trial with,
Let's make it the 24th then.
I can do that.
I want a report from Mahaja.
And he's already told him he's going to get a release executed, and we should get that.
I had them make it so you can call and check on it.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I want to see a report.
They'll email. You can write that down.
Okay, court's adjourned.
Yeah, tell them to email the report.